I just combined a whole bunch of videos and put them together. YouTube journey getting a little rough, but I know something great about to happen. We'll keep this marathon going, whether we have views or we don't. Big Marv 313, we're about to go to another level for sure. For sure. Big Marv out.
What's going on, y'all? Hey, I'm about to start uploading content, man. Hey, I'm really getting inspired by Wallow, Gary V, all them, man. So I'm about to start this journey, man. And, people might laugh at me.
Positivity, I just want you to stay close to the people who, got a lot of love for you, lift you up the whole time, because we be needing it. Life already be hard as it is. Ain't enough for us to just call that person up that we know that's there, and we ain't never got a question along our journey that could maybe pray for us over the phone, that we could talk to, just give us some advice, or just be here. Like, it ain't no just being present, and the people that, that every time they call up, text up, you there. Ain't no question to it. Like I said, we gonna always remain us because we always willing to do good by people. That's it. Like I said, we not perfect. We might make mistakes. We might mess up, but at the end of the day, we there for the people who we know that's there for us. You ain't never got to question my loyalty along the journey. I'm here regardless. I don't care how busy I am. And if I am busy throughout the day, or when you call, I'm going to make sure I call you back or shoot you a text to see what's up. So, to anybody watching this on this Wednesday morning, stay locked in with the people that that's there for you. Because it's rare to come by. I'm telling you, especially on a mutual level, I could look out for you. You could look out for me. You can be there for me. I could be there for you. You can answer my phone call. I can answer yours. You can answer my text. I can answer your text. Big Marv out, man. Anybody watching this, I just want you to forgive yourself. Like, I understand, just forgive what didn't happen. I started to realize we carry on this anger inside of us, because somebody might have did us wrong, or a friend or family might have did this to us. But at the end of the day, we have to move forward. We can't move forward holding on to this anger. We can't move forward holding on, should I do something back to them, or they need to feel how I feel. All that ain't even cause for. We forgive through God. We talk about it and pray with God. And God, let go and let God. Like I made a video the other day, let go and let God. He gonna solve it all for us. It's a part of life, and never let it beat you up along your journey. Just learn from it, and we're gonna continue to keep adapting and becoming and reaching our full potential. We can't stay stagnant. Man, bro, I want to do something to them. Every time we see them or we see them online, man, I'm gonna do something to them. And what they think they is, they ugly. All that negative energy is not gonna get you out of that anger, out of you feel me, wanting to become better. So I just want you to take it one day at a time, and know that God is just waiting on you to come knock on that door and just give it all to Him, and He gonna work everything out. Marv out. Like I made my 8-minute video on my page talking about it. Can't wait. I'll just wait. Can't wait. I'm so ready, man. I know it's coming. Wait till it's my turn, man. Just waiting patiently. Like I said, the roller coaster tend to be a hard one, tend to be a scary one, but feel for it all. I just want you to know that God to see the growth and the stuff that you done overcame. That's all that needs to see. I understand you want people to see it and tell you words of encouragement. Oh, you're getting better. Oh, you're doing this. You're not the same person that you used to. But a lot of people don't. I started to realize a lot of people so stuck on the things that you did wrong in life, or, coming up, or just in general, just period. That's what they stuck on. They don't see the positive stuff that you're doing. They don't see that you're getting better mentally, physically, spiritually. They don't see that you're going about things in a good way. They don't see that you're accomplishing things and making it happen for yourself. They don't see that. So I just want you to know that the older that you get, a lot of people are still going to hold that grudge of what you done did, or the whole nine. But you done overcame. So ain't no need for you to keep explaining yourself to these people that it's not going to never get to their head. Big Marv out. I just want to let you know, dealing with people who was never happy is mentally draining. Every time you go around them, it's always something. Every time you go around them, it's always some gossip. When is there ever happiness? Are you happy that you woke up? Are you happy that God is giving you another 24 hours to attack the day? Yeah, it might not be how we wanted to, but damn. Can we give God some grace at all? Can we give God some man, to anybody watching this, man, it's okay to just be happy. It's okay to just put a smile on your face. It seems like you always got the puppy dog face, and you, man, to anybody watching, I just want you to find happiness within yourself, you know, and stop, like, when you get around, and then this crazy thing about it, I understand we be so alone, and then once we get around other people, we still act with the puppy dog face and don't want to talk, and it got to get to a point that I got to get past this. I understand it takes patience, but at the end of the day, when you grown with God, God ain't gonna allow you to act like this every day. God ain't gonna say, yeah, I don't want to talk to these people. Like, these people we got a lot of love for, who want the best for us, but yet we acting funny towards them as well. I'm telling you, it starts within you to get yourself right mentally, physically, spiritually. Marv out. I seen this video, Lotto, talking about God. He said, in the process of me forgiving other people, we need to forgive ourselves, because we sit up here and beat ourselves up because we didn't make the right decisions, or what we didn't make. Now we here contemplating ourselves. Now we sit up here second guessing ourselves, and that leads to us tend to want to give up. But I started to realize that ain't nothing but the enemy that want to stop us in our track and stop us from going forward, stop us from overcoming the bad decisions that we made, stop us from growing to become better mentally, physically, spiritually. The enemy don't want none of that to go on. So to anybody watch this, I just want you to never let the things that you've done along your journey that was wrong, let it get the best of you. I understand that we've allowed people to do this and do that. I just want you to learn from it all. The greatest lessons is learned through experience. We got to prioritize our own well-being. So we got to get better, Yeah, we might not have went about this the right way or went about that the right way. But at the end of the day, we get to learn from it. And we get to grow with God along the process of us getting better and overcoming the things that, we didn't go about the first time. So, I just pray and hope this reach somebody that's, sitting around and second guessing themselves, or, wanting to give up, or just keep going. Keep your head up and know that God is there each and every step of the way. Just give God some time, get in your word, do what's best for you to help you grow. We'll be where we are today without God. I just want you to never forget God along your journey. Big Marv out. What's that doing when I flex on somebody? What good is that doing to me? That's making me look like a dumbass. I'm telling you, God will turn that table around and hum you real quick. Man, it seems like people get themselves in position and want to flex on the next person, and they think it's cool. So to anybody watching, I'm telling you, as you get older, it's going to be a lot of people who so-called doing their thing in life. They want to flex on you, flex on your family, flex on whoever, in order to feel good within themselves. That's how they think they doing their thing in life, flexing on other people. I'm telling you, like I say, they can keep flexing, because like I say, all it takes is for God to just turn that table around and humble them real quick. Now all of a sudden they somebody different than who they was. I'm telling you, God work harder than the people that's talking this mess. More about.
I just want you to stop getting in your head so much. You tend to be overthinking. You tend to have a lot on your mind. You tend to want to do so much within the 24 hours, or just do a lot within a short amount of time. Everything is going to work out. You just got to trust the process and trust God, and know that everything is going to work out when I'm willing to pray and take action on the things that I'm praying about, or the things that I'm talking to God about. Everything going to work out. So ain't no need for you to beat yourself up, or, yell or act crazy or get disrespectful. None of that. Like I say, just remain calm. Remain calm and have patience. That's the biggest thing that's one of the biggest things that we lack. We can't have patience. We can't really remain calm. If anybody say something to us, we snapping out or acting crazy. All that ain't even worth it. Trust the process. Stay in your lane. I can't tell you too much about the next person. I'm focused on me more than I ever been. Big Marv out. I just want to tell you, how many times you gonna keep putting yourself in that situation? It ain't bringing no good to you. It ain't adding no value to it. How many chances are you gonna keep giving? This can go from friends, family members to it all. You trying to rebuild bonds you didn't even break. You trying to still go around people who crushed you inside. I just pray and hope you do what's best for you along your journey. You know, and along the journey and the process that you just build a relationship with God as well. Because He's going to tell you, like, these people not for you. You know, the closest ones around you that you talk to, they telling you that these people not for you. But yet you still go around it. You know, I just pray and hope you put your foot down one day. You know, ain't no need for you to beat yourself up or, you know, be hard on yourself. But it get to a time that you tired of being tired. I pray and hope you put yourself first along your journey. Big Marv out.
You know, to anybody that's watching this, I know it's something on your mind that you want to do. Just do it. Because we sit around and wait for this perfect time. We scared, the anxiety build up. We never started, but you have to understand it's enough room for all us to eat. How you think all these businesses or these people that you look up to, how you think they got started? They just took that leap of faith and that sacrifice to get to where they need to be. You know, like I said, we be holding ourselves back every time. We so quick to point the finger on why we not where we at, or why we or we be quick to point the finger on why we not where we supposed to be. And like let's just take action on something. We all got it. God, I feel like I tell God this all the time. We all got a gift. Who really gonna put it to use? We all good in something. Who really gonna put it to use? I'm telling y'all, man, like, to anybody that's watching this is your confirmation to start whatever that's on your mind. Making videos, content, instrument, music, work, or whatever the case may be, school, like, the whole nine. So I just want you to stop being scared and just start the things that you want to start now. So you can try to get ahead in some type of way. You know, like I said, we have to create our own lane for ourselves. The people that we had around us or somebody that we had around us, they done did enough. It's time for us to create our lane for ourselves, you know, so we can help the next person out. You know, it ain't nothing like just getting somewhere and then helping the next person out so we can tell them what to avoid. Y'all stay woke. I just want you to start one day. Big Marv out.
I come to a realization, nobody really talks about, you know, as you get older, you evolve, you will change, you just want peace. We not trying to impress. We don't need everybody knowing what we doing. We don't need everybody knowing about our personal business, what the moves we trying to make, the whole nine. We growing with God, and that's all that matters. You know, we ain't in the way. We ain't outside every other weekend turning up for nothing. We focused and we locked in within ourselves because we're trying to head somewhere. So to anybody watching, just continue to keep focusing in on yourself. Finding peace, we gonna rest. Trying to eat right, trying to hit the gym, trying to do, you know, the little things, you know, that matters to have our mental health and stable, you know. So it's a lot of people who hold off on themselves mentally, physically, spiritually. They don't want to grow with God at all, but yet they still want to come around you because they know you a light. They know you a positive influence. So I just want you to just remain you and keep your distance from a lot. You know, like I say, the older that you get, you're adapting, but a lot of people ain't adapting at all. They still in that same state of mind from high school and middle school. So, y'all stay woke through it all and keep evolving for you. You ain't got to explain nothing to nobody. You ain't got to prove a point to nobody. You and God know what's going on, and that's all that fucking matters. Big Marv out. I just pray and hope, you know, along your journey, you start just distancing yourself away from a lot of people, you know? Like I say, you got a lot of love for people, but it seems like something's off every time we go around them. Anxiety be high, we be overthinking. You talking about some gossip, you talking about some nonsense, it's all about your problems, and I'm just supposed to just be this superhero or this superwoman, and that gets so draining, man. We can't talk about nothing else. We can't talk about what's going on with life, this happening. Happy about this. It's always sad this, mad this person fat this. That's not adding no value to me. So I just pray and hope. And then it be these sneaky ass family members too. I just want y'all to stay woke and be aware to what all goes on. So, you know, it's a must that you put yourself first, man. You know, like I say, the best thing for me to do and what God is telling me to do is just keep my distance. I wish you well, but I done hung around you longer than enough.
You know, I thought you was gonna get better, but it seemed like you ain't getting better. I'm not perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm taking my proper steps to get better. You know, I'm not staying in that same position. I'm not waiting to start. I'm not playing hopscotch. Start, do I want to start? Like, come on, man. So I just want y'all to stay woke and be aware to what's going on in this life, man. Life teaches you a lot, and it's up to us to adapt and learn from it. Marv out. Ain't it crazy that you get that burst of good energy when you remove yourself from people who, you know, you tend to stick around longer than you should have? You finally put your foot down and say, I'm just gonna remove them, I'm just gonna block them, and we ain't gonna talk no more. I wish the family well, but no, we not. It's nothing there no more. You know, because every time it's just these people bring you frustration, these people get you mad, these people get in your energy. It's like the toxic energy is what people love nowadays. What people tend to stick around nowadays, the gossip, the negativity, the whole nine. But when you elevating, those things not for you no more. Those things never was for me. You know, I can't go up talking about somebody else. I can't go up talking about the gossip. I can't go up trying to spread rumors about somebody. So I'm telling you, it's gonna be the more you cut people off, you're gonna be at peace. The more you cut people off, you're going to become a better you for you. You know, so ain't no need for you to explain that to nobody at all, because God revealed these people for who they are. So that burst of good energy is on the way. It's time for you to start. Marv out. You know, one thing I want to get at, ain't nothing like just learning as you go. As life go on, you can just adapt. You know, we're not letting it get the best of us. We learning as we go. Especially the things that happen unexpectedly, the things that we can't control, that's not in our hands. We learning how to go. You know, we talk about it with God, and sky's the limit to what can happen when we just, you know, taking action on the things that we said we was gonna do, or the things that we see. So ain't no need for you to beat yourself up because, you know, something happened unexpectedly, or a friend or family member done switched up on you, or, you know, they done said something about you. Like the whole night, I started to realize that's like 75% of the frustration is the people around us. They simply not for us. When you elevating, you growing, you expect people to grow with you. No, they still in them same ways. They still saying stuff about you, like the whole nine. You know, or why you don't come around no more? No, because I know the type of stuff that y'all be on. You know, I'm tired of going around y'all like everything all good when it's really not. I just heard what you just said about me the other day. Don't try to come shake my hand or try to give me a hug now. Y'all got to stay woke to what life is showing you and what God is revealing. So I just want you to stay woke through it all and keep going hard. Big Marv out. I just wanted to say that, what is a bad day when God woke us up to see another 24 hours? What is a bad day when we make it through the day? What is a bad day that we complete any task that come our way? I understand these roller coasters, I understand these obstacles, but God is blessing us and we're not even thanking Him. I understand everything and working out the way you will to right now, but we still could thank God that He's making things happen. At least He's making something happen. You know, like I say, we always complain about this, ungrateful this, sit up here and cry, and I understand if things ain't working out the way we want to, but things is happening slowly but surely. So to anybody watching this, I just want you to know that God is turning nothing into something, even when you think nothing ain't happening. So I just want you to stay in high spirits through it all, keep God by your side, and know that everything is gonna work out slowly but surely. You know, like I said, continue to keep staying in high spirits and know that these bad days that you so-called having, they ain't really bad days. They're just learning experiences. Tomorrow. You know, one thing I want to get at, you see what happens when you start speaking up? Not let nobody just run over you or have so much to say about this, you going with the flow. You see a major difference when you actually speak up and not let nobody just play with you. You see a difference, right? I know you feel different than what you normally do, because a lot of times, you know, when we got this good heart and we kind and genuine, we just allow people to do this and say this, and we just going with the flow. We doing this, we doing that for people. But at the end of the day, as we get older, you know, and we realize that, you know, we done put ourselves in situations where we know we could have spoke up. Now we speaking up. You know, now we feel better than we ever been. So to anybody that's watching this, I just want you to, you know, learn from things that you faced that might have had you, you know, had you frustrated or overthinking, or that anxiety higher than normal. You know, like I say, the best thing that you can do is learn from things that happen, and it won't happen again. We know we're going to stand on business by any means, whether anybody like it. So to anybody watching this, continue to keep standing on business. I'm proud of you that you actually speaking up for yourself, for real. You know, because, you know, it's been many years that we didn't allow just to sit back and let everybody do this, say this. And no, at the end of the day, no, we're going to change gears and sit in that front seat. You know, and ain't going to let nobody drive wherever that they think they want to. They ain't finna drive us into a ditch. So y'all stay woke. I'm wishing y'all the best. Big Marv out.